What if I told you that the pink salt sitting in your kitchen might be one of the biggest wellness illusions of the decade? The conversation around pink Himalayan salt has grown into something almost mythical. It's glamorous, exotic, photogenic, and deeply embedded into modern wellness culture. One glance at social media, and you'll see it sprinkled over avocado toasts, dissolved in detox waters, glowing inside lamps, and promoted as a symbol of health purity. But behind its rosy appearance lies a story far more complicated, far less magical, and far more fascinating than most people realize. To understand the truth about pink salt, we have to start by stripping away the mystique. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. Most of the claims you've heard about pink salt are exaggerated or completely inaccurate, and that begins with where it actually comes from. Despite the romanticized Himalayan label, the vast majority of pink salt doesn't come from the Himalayas at all. It is mined in the Kura salt mine in Pakistan, which isn't located in the snowy Himalayan mountains, but over 300 kilometers away. That doesn't make the salt fake, but it does expose a clever marketing trick built on geographic misdirection. The name Himalayan creates a mental picture of untouched ancient mountains, spiritual purity, and a higher form of nature. That imagery sells, but it's not reality. Then there's the famous claim: pink salt contains 84 essential minerals. This statement is repeated like gospel on labels, websites, influencer videos, and wellness blogs. Yes, pink salt contains trace minerals like magnesium, potassium, and iron. But the key word is trace. The amounts are so tiny that they have virtually no meaningful nutritional impact. To get any real benefit from those minerals, you'd have to consume far more salt than is healthy or safe. So while it's technically true that the minerals exist, the idea that they boost your health is nothing more than a comforting illusion. Another myth that refuses to die is the claim that pink salt contains less sodium than table salt. It doesn't. Pink salt has almost the exact same sodium content, sometimes even slightly more, depending on the specific crystal composition. For individuals monitoring blood pressure or sodium intake, swapping to pink salt doesn't solve anything. In fact, believing it's healthier may encourage people to use more of it, ironically, increasing the risk they were trying to avoid. So why did pink salt become such a massive phenomenon? Because it's beautiful, exotic, and perfectly engineered to appeal to the modern appetite for natural alternatives. It fits into a cultural narrative that tells us nature equals purity, color equals benefits, and ancient equals superior. Its soft, rosy glow makes it feel premium before you even open the jar. But don't misunderstand, pink salt isn't worthless. It does have legitimate qualities worth appreciating, just not the magical ones people love to believe. For starters, it's less processed. That means no anti-clumping additives and fewer industrial steps. For consumers who want a more raw or unrefined ingredient, that's a valid preference. Its flavor is also slightly different, milder, earthier, and more subtle than standard table salt. Chefs often love it for this reason. Visually, pink salt is stunning. Its color enhances dishes, makes food feel elevated, and adds aesthetic value in ways that plain white salt cannot. In cooking, experience matters, and pink salt genuinely offers a different sensory experience. But here's the uncomfortable part most people never hear. Pink salt can contain natural impurities, including trace amounts of heavy metals like lead and arsenic. The levels are usually extremely low and considered safe, but the irony is striking. Many people choose pink salt because they believe it's purer, when in reality, its mineral diversity includes elements you definitely don't want in large quantities. Again, the levels are safe, but the assumption that natural equals better doesn't hold up scientifically. The environmental and ethical dimensions are equally important. The global demand for pink salt has skyrocketed, turning Pakistani mines into high-pressure extraction zones. Workers often face harsh labor conditions, low wages, and physically demanding environments. When a trendy wellness product becomes wildly popular, the strain is felt at the source, usually far away from the consumers who treat it as a luxury. But perhaps the biggest truth hidden beneath all the hype is not about the salt itself, it's about us. Pink salt is a mirror reflecting our collective obsession with shortcuts, miracle ingredients, and health hacks. We crave simple solutions to complex issues. We want a product we can sprinkle on food and instantly feel like we're making better decisions. Pink salt became a symbol, a badge of wellness, a way to visually and emotionally feel healthier, even if nothing fundamentally changes. This doesn't mean pink salt is bad or dangerous. It's simply not the miracle it's marketed to be. And that's okay. The real problem isn't pink salted the assumption that substituting one ingredient automatically transforms our health. Whether the salt is white, pink, black, or blue, the bigger issue is sodium consumption overall. The human body needs only a small amount. Most people consume far more than recommended, regardless of the type of salt they choose. Understanding the truth about pink salt gives us back something important: clarity. Instead of leaning on a trend, we can make choices based on reality. Enjoy pink salt because it tastes good, because you like how it looks, because it makes your cooking feel special, not because you believe it has magical healing powers. When you remove the fantasy, what remains is much simpler and much more empowering. Pink salt is a flavorful, visually appealing ingredient, nothing more, nothing less. And now that you know the truth, you're free to appreciate it for what it actually is. If uncovering this truth surprised you, imagine what you'll discover when you keep going, because the real journey starts right here.